Welcome back to another video, guys. In today's episode, we are going back to the junkyard. We were just there 2 or 3 days ago, but I was in a little bit of a time crunch, and there is one other yard that I wanted to go to. We're gonna go back to the first yard we were already at. There's a couple more things that I believe I can pull out, take a little bit more time, and thoroughly go through some of the other cars and get some more parts. We're gonna go ahead, head over there, do that right now, and then we'll go head over to the other side of the city and go to the second junkyard of the day. We have arrived at the first junkyard, and of course, to no surprise, straight to it. I mean, interior is pretty nice, a little ripped up seats, but they're not wearing too bad. Love the wig in the front seat. Got some silver trim in here. Got a bunch of junk in the back seat, but I guess there's a couple goodies here if anybody wants them. I guess this interior is probably the best thing possible. And it's a couple trim pieces, but the rest of the car is pretty much picked apart. If anybody needs a wig, I'll make sure I leave it here for you. We are back at this F30. There is not really much left. I came to check out these brakes to see if they were the upgraded calipers, but they aren't. They're the super standard. They're just the single piston ones. I'm gonna leave those behind. I'm gonna take a couple pieces from this interior, see what else is good. Probably take the set of speakers if the rest of them are good, but some of these are pretty destroyed and crappy. I don't think this car had any other upgraded packages. So I'll take what's definitely good and I'll leave the rest behind. This is a first. We have a Japan Rot E46 convertible, but it has some silver trim. Obviously it needs to be fully disassembled. I'm just after this trim right here, but I'm gonna go ahead and take this for now. It has the full set, I believe. I just gotta look for that armrest, but I believe it is here. It has the one right there on the floor. This one, easy enough that the door panels are already all off, so just go ahead and take these out. This is probably the cleanest E60 interior I've ever seen. The seats are absolutely beautiful. The rear seat is in great condition. Someone ripped out the rear and threw it on the floor, but it has beautiful wood trim in here. Seats are actually in fantastic condition. I found myself a little caddy. Got some weather stripping, some other little interior pieces from the E46. We're gonna keep looking. If I had no reason at all, which I don't, I would take this interior, but I don't have anywhere to put it and it won't fit in my F80. So guess we're gonna go ahead and leave this here. Snatch a couple more parts from this F30. Really not much in here just because it's tan interior, but went ahead and pulled apart some of the center console, one of the speakers, some of the weather stripping on the top, and I think that should be about it. A pretty cool interior color. It's like a silver white, I guess. I think it's the oyster color. I think that's actual color code. But super squishy, feels really nice, but it is trashed after sitting outside. Nice that they did the two-tone with the actual trim, has a silver lining. It's actually super nice interior color. A pretty rare color to see at all. One in the junkyard. It is a convertible with tan interior, automatic. There's really nothing worth saving here. I would have taken this trim, but someone destroyed it. We are back in the car now. This is the haul, 50 bucks. Don't mind my dirty ass boots and my hard hat. This is the haul, 50 bucks. Got a bunch of random stuff. I'll show you guys more when I get home. We're gonna head off to the other place now. It's about a 30-minute drive. I will let you know once I arrive. The breakfast of champions. Yes, sir. Doesn't get better than this. Trying to take these seats out, but someone destroyed this car and the wiring. I put a battery in the car, still no power to the seat. Tried to unbolt as much as I could, but I just can't get these back bolts. Looks like I'm gonna have to leave them. If anybody has any ideas or recommendations, let me know. Super squishy. Trying to take these as the worst downgrade from an M5 possible. I definitely got a few things. Oh, shoot. My favorite thing to do after going to the junkyard, get in my beautiful car that I love so much and get it filthy. Nice, let's head home. We just dropped all the stuff off at the house. No longer have anything in the car. Sheesh, my bad, got me swerving. Anyways, we are on our way to the third junkyard. So I couldn't get those E39 seats out. There was really no room to get under there. I guess I could have checked if I could move that seat rod, but the seat's all the way in the lowest position. and it's pretty far back. All the front bolts are out. I try to see if I could unbolt anything to kind of get it off of its frame, to get it to kind of hinge. Nothing was really working. The seat definitely has quite a bit of movement to go back, but it's just there's no way to get those back bolts. Seeing if I could have one of my old friends come and help me real quick, but I'm currently going to the other junkyard, so that means we are doing all 3 junkyards in one day. But they just literally dropped the car today. It's still about to be 12 o'clock, so hopefully it's all still there. Really hoping so, because it's some good stuff. Not that much, not really relevant to E39, E46, but I'll take all the random F30 parts I could get, take the F80 and go pick up some F30 parts. So we're almost there. We're about 2 or 3 minutes away. Hopefully we get lucky and find everything we're looking for. All right, I am headed back to the other junkyard now. We are done with that one. I ended up getting, that F30 was super clean. It must have been really low mileage. The interior, I don't know, the driver's seat looked like it had some rips on it, but the rest of the interior looked like nobody ever touched it. So it was either extremely low mileage or someone took extremely well care of that, but the black plastic doesn't look like it was touched. It doesn't look like anybody ever left their fingerprints on it. That wood trim was super clean, so I took a couple pieces from that interior. That was about 90 bucks. So far we're like $350 deep into the junkyard run, and we are currently going back. I'm not satisfied. I gotta see if I can mess with those seats and try to get it out. I know you can manually spin the rods. I know you can hot wire them and jump them with a battery from a drill, but I don't want to do all that. I'm gonna see if I can spin that rod and get them out a little bit more. So it's about a 30-minute drive, and it's gonna be about a 40-minute drive home. So hopefully this is worth it. Let's go find out. I'm gonna have to leave them behind again for the second time. I'm not taking them. Definitely don't have the right tools. Once again, almost had the front out, or the front driver out, but the passengers was way too low. So we're gonna have to come back for a third time again to take these. We had to call it quits a little bit early. I don't have a long enough extension to get to the actual seat bolt motor, and then I wouldn't be able to get into on the passenger side. There just wasn't enough space at all. I don't even own leads or anything to jump the harness with either a battery or the Milwaukee battery or whatever the case is. So a little bit unprepared. I thought I could go get it. I thought I would be able to get those bolts out and manually twist the rod to move the seat backwards or forwards. Not the case at all. So I've been running around the junkyard for the last 2 days. I have to work on Monday and Tuesday, and they're closed tomorrow. So we're gonna go ahead and call it there. We got a couple more things today, but I'm gonna go home, take out everything, kind of organize it, clean a little bit of stuff up, and then we'll show you everything that I got over the last 2 days. We are home, and my garage is absolutely full and a mess right now. This is separate stuff. This is some of the old stuff, but right here in this pile, this is everything that we got over the last few days, and including the center console, the rest of the dash, the door panel, and the rear seat bench. This is just the basic stuff, really not much in need for detail. Have the full dash over here, the lower dash section right here. This is what we picked up today. So we got this super clean conditioned wood trim from an F30. I really never see this. I have really no use for this, but I think one day it would look cool. Maybe throw it in the F80 for a day or two just to see what it looks like. But I got the full set right here, and the dash is right there. This car was super clean. I don't know if it was low mileage or someone just really took care of it, but I took this center console piece out of it just because the trim was so nice. Same thing, this light bezel, it looks literally brand new. I finally grabbed some badges, needed the rear one. This center console even had this, which I never see before. So you take this out and it has the cup holders, but it's actual OEM BMW part and slides in right there and perfectly matches. So this was so clean. I just had to take this, even though I literally just grabbed another one from yesterday, but have another one of this. Just a bunch of random bolts and pieces as well. We've got some E46, E39 trim. I can use the top but not the bottom piece because obviously this is for the base series and this is for the M. So we have that. A random trunk net from an E39. Went ahead and grabbed that. Some speakers from the F30. I think they are base and not the actual Harman Kardon, but I just grabbed them just in case because that junkyard. This is from the way cheaper one. We have the tweeter and the foam pieces. This came from the weather stripping around the F30. I don't know why, but just grab this just in case. And we had an e-brake boot from the F30. It's the same as the F80. Just a couple plastic pieces. Airbag tray for E46, E39 steering wheel. Had a couple other pieces from the center console as well. Random fog light that I found from an E46. And that's just about it for this. A couple more silver pieces of the trim. It's wrapped in some stupid camo, but just a bunch of other pieces. And then I have this full door handle trim. I completely forgot that the convertible is smaller than the coupe. I have a bunch of random parts over here as well. And one of them is from actual coupe. And it is so much longer and larger. So yeah, so that's not gonna fit, but I guess I have a full vert set just in case anybody needs it. And this is the random assortment of parts that we have grabbed over the last day. And the other stuff is over here. So still trying to get those seats. I ended up giving up just because I didn't have jumper leads and I didn't have a long enough extension. I'm gonna go back at some point and grab those or see if somebody can help me. Honestly seemed like a lot more than what it does now. Having all this stuff going back and forth from the junkyard, trying to carry in and out. It seemed like a lot more, but now time to start working on the E39. Now that we have some more interior pieces and just a bunch of stuff laying around over here. So this whole interior needs to be swapped out. These seats are literally trash. So hopefully I can get those basic leather seats from that base model and throw them in here just so I can drive this car for right now and not have to stare at this. This is disgusting, and the other one is seat twisted. It's a super easy fix, but I don't want to look at these seats any longer. So whole dash needs to be replaced. You can see right here, all this, all ripped. Over there, it's separating. Got to get rid of the steering wheel. The center console, not in any better condition. This is ugly, this is terrible. Got to get rid of this rear seat bench, and luckily my headliner is perfect, but all of this stuff just needs to go in the trash. I need to get out the car so I can actually drive the car and enjoy it. So gonna have to see what condition these door panels are in. Obviously not very good, need to be replaced as well, but that is all gonna be in due time when we get to own parts. So that's about it for this video. That was 4 junkyard runs in one day. I also went ahead and grabbed this super clean, I believe it's OEM piano black. It looks amazing. Luckily I found the center console, but there was only one door trim piece. And even the center console, I guess not really luckily, because it has quite a bit of chipping right here. And then this part of the actual trim piece is pretty dented and trashed. So I just grabbed it just in case. Hopefully I can reuse it or repair it, but it looks great. This interior was so clean. I'm kind of upset that someone trashed it and ripped up the other door panels, kind of ripped up the rest of the interior. It would have been so clean if I would have got to it first. I could have saved all of this and literally put this in my M5 just for the time being. The leather is so good and squishy. It's so soft and comfortable. It is a very good condition interior, but I guess we'll see what I can find in the future. But that's about it for this video. I appreciate all of you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. We'll be back ASAP with a bunch of work that we got to do. I got to go back to work in a day or two, so probably about to be a week's out before we get a lot of progress done, but I will do my best. So thank you everybody for watching. I'm gonna get out of here. Later, guys.